Moses Masika Wetangula. I always call him a cat with 9 lives when it comes to the politics of the Republic. Because this man, as we speak, has been pressured by the President of the Republic of Kenya. And now, President William RUTO is a very hungry man because of the moves that Wetangula is making and how Moses Wetangula has decided, you know what? I am not going to be pressured to oblivion by President William Ruto because that is what Ruto and co-allies are doing. Moses Wetangula has been forced and has been persuaded several times by the government to fold his Ford Kenya party so that he can join and merge it with UDA. I mean, to completely destroy the structures that exist of the Ford Kenya party, the way Musalia Mudavadi did to ANC party. But Moses Wetangula is a man that I always say he is a cat with 9 lives and has the mentality of a bunny, or let me say a sungura, when it comes to dealing with political survival in the Republic of Kenya. Moses Wetangula's influence in the western part of Kenya is something that we cannot refute. It is there. Though currently he has been beaten in terms of influence by one Trans Nzoia Governor George Natembeya through the Tawe movement, but we agree he still has some political influence within Bungoma County where he hails from. But Musalia Mudavadi is a man that politically has no relevance and he has no impact within the circles of power and within President William Ruto's Kenya Kwanza administration. He is just clinging on straws right now as the cabinet secretary of foreign affairs. As the prime cabinet secretary, that is just a title that Mudavadi has, but in real sense, nothing he is doing with it. Now, allow me to explain to you why William Ruto and co are trying so hard to fight Moses Wetangula into folding his UDA party and joining it with the Kenya Kwanza. With the UDA party. Trying to fold Kenya party and join it with UDA party. Now, in a bold declaration following its National Executive Council NEC meeting held at Elementaita Lodge in Naivasha, Nakuru County, Ford Kenya, yesterday, resolved not to dissolve the party, affirming its commitment to remain independent within the Kenya Kwanza coalition. The decision, made anonymously by the party leadership, comes amid calls from President William Ruto for constituent parties within the Kenya Kwanza alliance to merge into a single political party. However, Ford Kenya, led by National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula, has chosen a different path. Speaking after the meeting, the party Secretary General John Chikati emphasized that the political outfit had engaged in wide consultations with its membership before arriving at the decision. The NEC resolved that Ford Kenya will not fold. We shall remain active, vibrant, and ready to form coalitions ahead of the 2027 general election, said Chikati. Now, in contrast to sister parties in the coalition, Ford Kenya is preparing to field candidates in the upcoming by-elections as soon as the Independent Electoral Boundaries Commission (IEBC) is reconstituted. We have already identified candidates for various seats once the IEBC is operational, Chikati added. Now, during the two-day NEC meeting, the party also resolved to undertake a major rebranding exercise to give Ford Kenya a fresh identity and renewed energy. Plans are in place to roll out a mass registration drive targeting youth with the aim of grooming the next generation of leadership within the party. Now, when we speak about this, despite its refusal to dissolve, Ford Kenya reaffirmed its commitment within the Kenya Kwanza agreement and expressed openness to forming alliances with like-minded partners ahead of the 2027 general election. Now, this comes even after Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, Amani National Congress ANC party, formally merged with Ruto's United Democratic Alliance UDA party this year. Now, UDA chairperson Cecil Barira said the merger would affect the internal structures and leadership of the party, as well as the Kenya Kwanza coalition at large. In the new party leadership structure, ANC party leader Issa Timami, who is the Lamu governor, assumed the role of UDA deputy party leader. ANC chairperson Kelvin Lunani deputizes Barire as vice chair, while Muhaya MP Omboko Milemba deputizes UDA Secretary General Hassan Omar. Yes, we all agree that President William Ruto, in absorbing the ANC, is trying to create a structure that will at least show a solidarity of the two parties. But let's agree with one thing, that Moses Wetangula knows the moment that he folds his party to join with UDA is the moment that his political life has ended tragically. Same thing to what Musalia Mudavadi did. Musalia Mudavadi folding his party with UDA completely ruined the ANC. And currently, the DNA party that was formed about 70% of the people that of the leadership of the ANC walked out and formed the the DNA party, which was launched the other day. Apart from that, other allies to Mudavadi who were under ANC, including members of parliament, have all walked out of ANC and UDA. They have decided not to join UDA, but they have all gone for Ford Kenya, which is Moses Wetangula's party. Now, what does this tell you in general? It tells you that Moses Wetangula is a man that is playing the political card that will determine the political future of the western part of Kenya, the western region, come the year 2027. Why? Currently, George Natembeya is the lion, is a force to reckon in the politics of the of Western Kenya, the Mulembe Nation. Now, the Mulembe Nation are all currently swearing their allegiance to George Natembeya. But George Natembeya is under who? Eugene Wamalwa, through the DAP-K party. But imagine Moses Wetangula joining hands with George Natembeya. That will be a force to reckon. I mean, Moses Wetangula has a bargaining power. He has this party still intact, and he has structures still there, and he's currently now popularizing the bid of the party on different parts of the region. Now, when you look at it in the broader picture, Moses Wetangula, hata wafanye nini, if there is one thing that he is going to do, he is not going to fold his party, nor is he going to succumb to the pressures of joining with UDA. What will happen is, Wetangula, he has a possibility of joining the opposition. That is the Rigathi Gachagua side. Now remember, we all were trying to weigh on who from the Mulembe Nation can become a running mate on the presidential ticket of the opposition come the year 2027. And only one candidate we came up with, that is George Natembeya. Yes, the crowd loves George Natembeya, but this man is serving as the first-term governor of Trans Nzoia County. So he has to at least hold on to that for some time. I mean, it is easy to convince George Natembeya to vie for the second time for the Trans Nzoia County, because surely we know he will be re-elected as the governor of Trans Nzoia County in 2027. And then another person from Lembe that has the power and the political influence to become a running mate in the 2027 general election to the opposition is none other than Moses Wetangula. Wetangula has served as a senator for a very long time, has served as the Speaker of the National Assembly. Wetangula has served in different capacities, so he has the said influence to be the running mate of the opposition come the year 2027. Now, Wetangula wants to have a bargaining power, which is something that President William Ruto wants him to lack if he folds his party. Raila Amolo Odinga, joining the Kenya Kwanza administration through the broad-based government, made Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula become non-factors, because Ruto believed that the people of the western region of Kenya all follow, Raila Amolo Odinga. They vote for Raila Amolo Odinga, so they will vote for him if Raila Amolo Odinga supports him. But The Mulembe nation is awakening. The Mulembe nation is opening its eyes and it's realizing the games that are being played. Raila Amolo Odinga is always meant to give the best to his community and to give chunks to the other communities that support him. That is why the Kisii people have also said no. They have said that Matiang'i tosha. Mulembe nation is about time they say George Natembeya and Moses Wetangula tosha. And that is what makes President William Ruto shiver, because he knows the votes that the Mulembe nation has. The Mulembe nation is the second largest community in Kenya in terms of numbers of votes after the Kikuyu people. And you can see, Ruto is not letting go of the Kikuyus. That is why he is currently camping out there. Leo amekuwa Meru. So tell me, if this man is going to let go of the Mount Kenya region, that he thinks he will, because you think he brought Raila Amolo Odinga, that he will just shut up and believe that Raila Amolo Odinga will make him the president come the year 2027. No. I mean, the people that will be treated to a shocker are the Nyanza region people who believe that Raila Amolo Odinga, that William Ruto will give them the mandate and power that they think they have in the year 2027. They will be treated to a shocker. William Ruto will see what Moses Wetangula is playing at, will go ahead and convince Moses Wetangula that I will give you this and that. If Wetangula falls for it, he will return, because Wetangula has the bargaining power through his party. And you all can see, wale walifukuzwa baada ya ANC kufungwa, wengi wao kwa sasa wanajiunga na chama cha Moses Wetangula ambayo ni Ford Kenya. Nataka kusikia maoni yako kulingana na hii analysis. Achia maoni kwenye comment section.